plugged, 72 apiece. Rutgers holding for the last shot. It is Miles Mack with Cox all over him for the lead. Miles Mack with the stunner. 3 seconds left. Rutgers 75, Army 72. 18 points for Mack, 16 in the second half. We're at 3.5 to play in regulation. Rutgers up by 3. Army has possession. See who Plum goes to. Looking for Wilson. He has the hot hand. Wilson, the runner of the tie. No! Rutgers, after 19 lead changes, survives 75-72 over Army. Temple had a multitude of problems, 48% against Texas. Lee ties it, however, there, stymieing the Texas Southern Surge all game long. We are deadlocked at 88 with under 16 seconds to play. For the lead. Yes! First time tonight, Temple has the advantage. 89-88, Temple with the lead. Ray Penn Jr. for 3. Too strong. Who wants it? Dingle went to the floor and a foul on this end against the Owls. The Owls will keep it. John, do you have to go for the 3 here with under 30 to play?
I think you take the quickest available shot. There's enough time to get a score and then get a foul on the other end, but you can't run too much clock like Temple's doing right now. It has to be something quick.
Cummings over to Lee. Couldn't finish. Dingle there, out of foul. Daniel Dingle, right place, right time. Can tie it at the free throw line. Thames looking for Coville. Outside to Williams for 3. Nothing doing for her today. 0 points this afternoon. Schimmel looking for a cunning Taylor. So critical juncture here for Temple to get back into it with Berry out. Claiborne with the defensive board. Tigers look to push. Gibbs, Cosin. Claiborne there, turns garbage into goal. Johnson, Danner with 2 to shoot, kicks out. Murray trying to beat the buzzer. There's the record on the floor. Here's to Cozy trying to run past Johnson, Danner. Dingle driving baseline. He goes in for a deuce. And now a 1-point game. Good pressure there as Mack pickpockets Dylan Cox. Lead for Rutgers by 1. And a little press here by Segiers and Mack, troubling for Army. They finally break it. It's a 3 on the way. Wilson! Oh, Cotton from the wing! Brown comes down with the miss. Mack looking to push. This is what Mo wants to see. To Campbell. Kiss off the window. He'll go to the line. Rutgers now on top. Open is Ferguson. Jack was in his way. Moore trying to get past 3 guys, and J.J. Moore has it with a right-hand finger roll. Mack will inbound the basketball. Looking for Brown. Gives it back to Mack. Has some space. 3 seconds left. Mack dashing through the lane. Has the lead at the buzzer. No surprise there in transition. Miles Mack catapults his squad to a 10-3 surge over the last 2 minutes plus. James threw it away to Nyemke. She's all by herself. Takes on 2. Couldn't get it off the glass. Secures the miss, however. Troubling for Tanya Cardoza. And a fresh shot clock for Louisville. Taylor with Merritt on a mismatch. Over to Nyemke. Splits 2 off the window. Oh, that was pretty. 7th turnover there on Rutgers, and it goes back to Army with a 2-point lead. Space for Herbeck, looking for his second 3. He's got it. Even though Army is last in the Patriot League in 3-point percentage, we'll certainly hoist him thanks to that man, Herbeck, the lone senior. Watching the American Athletic Conference on ESPN. We're on the beautiful Livingston campus in Piscataway, New Jersey. It's Holiday Hoops inside the rack as Rutgers welcomes the reputable Army Black Knights. Happy holidays, everyone. With Coach Mo Cassera, I'm Dave Leno. As expected, it's been a topsy-turvy start
to Rutgers season. They were recently on a 4-game losing streak, but have since snapped that drought thanks to its dynamic play of Kadeem Jack and Miles Mack. And it's really been the same old song for Army. They lost their first 6 of 7, have since bolstered its play as of late on the rebounding intangible. Mo, given the timeliness of this matchup, what challenges lie ahead for this matchup?
This is a real challenging time for coaches and for programs. It's holiday time, kids are ready to go home for a couple days, final exams are over, but both teams are playing well right now and they want to carry that into the new year.
In our one-on-one, we feature 2 very prolific players. First for Army, Kevin Ferguson, standing at a big 6'10". He has almost 70% of his field goals made, and conversely trying to dash past him through the lane will be Miles Mack of Rutgers. You are watching the ACC on ESPN, presented by Allstate. This afternoon from the Comcast Center, the home Maryland Terrapins look to continue their winning ways against the South Carolina State Bulldogs. And with that, welcome courtside, everyone, with Mr. Bracketology, Jill Lenardi. I'm Dave Leno. South Carolina State is beginning an 8-game road swing. They only returned 3 players from last year's unit. Maryland is in the midst of an 8-game homestand. How good is this Maryland team, Joe?
Dave, potentially very good, and by that I mean potentially NCAA tournament good. And that would put the Terps a year, or at least a half a year, ahead of schedule with the building job that Mark Turgeon was hired to do here.
As we take a look at our one-on-one, we feature Mr. Outside and Mr. Inside, starting with South Carolina State's Khalid Toombs. This guy averages more than 15 points a game, and Maryland's big man, Alex Len. And welcome back courtside with John Celestin. I'm Dave Leno. John, there were a lot of questions about this Texas Southern team. They lost 7 of their last 8, but they are really putting this crowd to rest here in Philly.
Yeah, they're answering all of those questions here in this basketball game. The TSU Tigers have really come to play, and I think they did a phenomenal job here in this first half.
Texas Southern has been going in the paint a lot. 28 points inside the paint, courtesy of the dominance of Eric Murray, who played at LaSalle, has a lot of familiarity in this area. Welcome back to Troy University at beautiful Trojan Arena for the Sun Belt Conference Championship match. And alongside Angelica Partridge, I'm Dave Leno. Texas State so far, Angelica, has been steamrolling thus far. We didn't see a lot of blocks in that second set, in particular Whitmore.
Yeah, we talked about keys to the game, and one of them is going to be Charmaine Whitmore being able to do what she does best, which is block. Getting those blocks is going to help a lot for her, as well as, getting some sync on the slides and the outside shots, because we saw they were struggling a bit with that in set 2.
And because Whitmore is not getting it done, we see Texas State flourishing on the offensive end. A lot of attacks, not just out of the middle for the Bobcats, but also along the pins. There's the freshman setter, Cassidy Wheeler, coming in the back line. Pass mat goes out wide. Cooney has it, the libero. She'll have to put it over on a free ball. Ubasak. Slide again for Hillbin. Caterpillars off the net. A fortuitous roll for Texas State. Dixon might have got away with a walk there. Inside the Poldo, battling her way, but Brevard says no. Bresnahan will run the floor. Left hand scoop way up off the window and in. DiBernardo now. 13 goals on the season. Beautiful through ball looking for Mutz. Can she save it? It's live in front. Pulaski scores. High Howard with under 8 minutes to go. Open Sidner for the tie. Yes! Sidner quiets this crowd, and we're deadlocked at 51. Dillard didn't have a great approach there, kept alive by Rogers. Skinner with the tip, kept free by Allen. And a free ball on the Western Kentucky half. Skinner climbs, and that ball is good. Tamara thought it was going long. Last year, Hallis had the top save percentage in the country at .826, 20 more points than any other goalkeeper. Oh, she played that angle incredibly well. Here's Armstrong, the chance to capitalize. It's in, and we're locked up at 3 as the superstar comes through. Chance here for Mutz in the Fighting Illini, looking for Pulaski, and that hit the post.